Hey guys, it's Taylor back with Life with Taylor, and today we are going to be ranking, reviewing, and reacting to Goose Pimples, 7 scary videos that'll end your hiccups fast. So let's get into it.
It's just gone stupid o'clock when security guard Simon Lockhart hears a proper strange noise coming from the hotel attic. Now, absolutely no one is meant to be up there, so Simon grabs his camera to check it out. But what he catches on video, bloody hell, watch closely.
I'm over at the restaurant right now.
I've seen this.
Hotel. The door's been wide open. And they said they've seen lights going on and off in here. Is the attic area. Very, very narrow stairs, and I just smashed my head on this freaking pipe. Hello? Oh my.
He definitely heard the get out.
There's no one here. There's no one here. Nope. Nope. Okay. Okay. I'm out. Okay. Just leave me alone.
At first, it just looks like he's heading up some narrow stairs.
Yeah.
Nothing weird at all.
I think those are called
But then,
witch stairs.
Right here, did you catch it? Listen closely.
Get out.
Hello? Oh my.
Oh.
Oh my. Oh my.
Right in the corner, a voice whispers, "Get out." Then it gets worse. Simon backs off and feels something grabbing his uniform, loses his footing, and tumbles down the stairs.
Nope. Okay. Okay. I'm out. Okay. Just leave me alone.
The bloke actually needed hospital treatment after. Now, you could assume he just slipped because he was rattled. Fair enough. But that doesn't explain the voice, or how he yanks back.
Nope. Okay.
The thing is, this exact hotel spot was already flagged for ghosts. Doors opening, lights flickering, you name it. But it never got violent before. Was it just a clumsy fall? Or did something force him out? You decide.
Hello? Oh my.
Number 6.
I'm gonna give that one a 7. I feel like that, I'm gonna give that one a 7 because I definitely heard something. I've seen this one before, and now that I'm thinking about it, I thought about it, whoa, hey there now, during the video. Could it have just been like a scrape of his shoe and he kind of like jumped back thinking it was somebody talking to him? But it sounded like a raspy, like, get out, or, you know, hello, or whatever. I couldn't really make it out. It didn't really sound like get out. It just sounded like, and then, I don't know, I feel like he could have fallen down the stairs. I'm not sure because it stopped recording after that. So we couldn't really tell if there was a, you know, like a deliberate like lunge kind of, you know, like when you get pushed, you kind of like jolt forward, or if it was just like a clumsy like fall. So that's why I'm giving it a 7. Let's move on to number 2. Before we get back into the video, are you looking for some summer themed jewelry? If you are, then you should check out thefancycactus.com because I just dropped a summer collection of jewelry that I handpicked and handmade myself, and they might possibly be my favorite earrings I've ever made. They can go with any outfit or beach day look and are the perfect accessory for just taking a walk in the park. So click the first link down below or go to thefancycactus.com. Let's get back into the video.
On the 11th of November, TikToker Roden Farris is fast asleep when something in his living room wakes him up. Unfortunately, This wasn't a one-off though.
I've seen this too.
According to him, this sort of thing had been happening around the same time every night. So instead of ignoring it, he decides to record it with hopes of catching a simple explanation that he might have taken on more than anyone can handle for one night. Take a look.
Capta un fantasma en video.
No sé qué pasa, boludo. Estoy en mi pieza queriendo dormir, boludo, y me toca la puerta toda la noche, amigo. Son como las 1 de la mañana. No, amigo, ¿qué mierda es eso, boludo? ¿Qué mierda sos, la concha de tu madre? Boludo, no. Amigo, no hay nadie, boludo. No. De hoy se está escuchando esa mierda. ¿Qué? No, boludo, no. No. Encima voy a buscar la ventana, boludo. No hay nadie, amigo.
There's something behind him.
O sea, no hay chance que haya salido alguien por acá, boludo. No, amigo, no. No, amigo, de nuevo esto. Pero qué mierda, boludo. No lo que ser, boludo.
What starts off as a quick little cameo quickly turns into absolute chaos. Objects flying around, things moving, and at one point, something appears to be standing right beside him. We can't deny that
you know the
fear,
issue
voice,
is
or
it
the
just
tales
looks like
of
somebody in
haunting
like a
that have
morph
plagued
suit.
his apartment for years. But what do you reckon? Is Roden just pulling a fast one with some clever editing? Or did he actually catch a proper malicious
I
spirit
don't think it's
on camera?
editing. I think if anything, it's
Drop a
somebody
comment
like running
and let me
behind
know.
him.
Mierda eso, boludo. ¿Qué mierda sos, la concha?
Number 5. Paranormal activity.
I'm gonna give that a 6. I'm gonna give that a 6 because I feel like it could possibly be somebody in a morph suit. The paper towels, they literally got thrown and you couldn't see anybody. If that is an actual entity, that looks literally like a person in, again, a morph suit. How many times am I gonna say it? With the wind chimes, I feel like they could have just like kind of messed with it and like went around that corner, and then he walked forward to the orange curtain. I feel like somebody could have walked behind him, looked, stayed, he looked, and then I don't know, ran away, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna give that a 6 only because of how the entity looks. It looks like a person in a morph suit. Let's move on to number 5.
The following video was captured by a man named Moses, who had taken his wife and daughters for a quiet evening at a local park. It was a nice
Are
family
we for
outing,
real? I
until
think
he
I've seen
noticed
this.
something watching them from the shadows. Not sure who or what it could be, he pulled out his phone to record while he told the ladies to get ready to leave. Take a look at what he captured that night.
I've seen this.
No te vas a golpear la resbaladilla cuando te bajes. ¿Me bajo? Sí. Mira. Espérate. Nana, ven. Amor. Venga, para acá. Mira, a ver, miren el árbol aquel. No, yo, la neta, te lo juro que yo miraba algo. Como que se asomaba. A ver, ven. ¿Eh? No, es que yo miré algo, neta. No pasa nada. No, mi amor, no pasa nada, ven. No era nada, ven. ¿Qué? ¿Qué es? No sé, no. No. Mira, sí se miró.
It almost looks like it matches the shade of that tree, and that tree looks pretty pale.
¿Quién está ahí? Yo sí miré, alcancé a ver algo. Mira, ¿te checaste? ¿Viste?
I'd run over in there and see what it was.
A ver.
Actually, no, I wouldn't. I'd be too scared.
Oh, mira, mira.
Where? I don't see it.
¿Qué? ¿Qué? Lugo. Asómate.
Moses catches a
But could
pale,
it-
human face peeking from behind a tree before it darts back. It seems scared of the light, but wouldn't leave,
Could it just
like
be...
it was waiting for them to clear off. Some
Yeah, what if
reckon
it was
it's
just
a
a
ghost
person-
child locals keep seeing here after dark, while others say it's just a shadow playing tricks. Moses wasn't buying it either, so a few days later, he returns with his wife to watch from a safe distance. But what he caught this time means he'll never set foot in that park again.
Ay, pues se perdió. Pero miren, chequen nomás. Estamos solos, no hay nadie aquí en la presa. Aquí venimos de nuevo para checar otra vez lo del mentado árbol que habíamos, de susodicho árbol. No, pero pues la neta, esta vez la verdad no quisimos bajar, ni quisimos, miren, aquí estamos yo y mi esposa, y pues la neta esta vez no quisimos bajar, por precaución, porque no sabemos qué es lo que puede haber ahí. Entonces mejor nos quedamos aquí, pero ahí se mira donde está solo. Mira, ahí están los juegos, donde está nada prácticamente. Ay, no mames. Mira. No me jodas. Ay, no más, chequen ustedes, miren.
I don't think that was swinging
No,
before.
Vámonos. No.
And none of the other
No,
ones were
vámonos,
swinging?
aquí definitivamente sí hay algo. Ay, no más, chequen, juzguen ustedes.
The pale face, I'm a little iffy about this
Y miren,
one.
nomás dice,
This
aquí
clip
ese
is what's
aparato
going
que
to take the
está-
overall score.
Nomás ese aparato es el que se está moviendo. No, sí está cañón. Vámonos mejor. No, vámonos ya. Bueno, nos vemos. Aquí ya mejor ya. Hay que dejarlos a gusto a los fantasmitas que estén haciendo ejercicio. Bueno, vámonos mejor. No está. Vamos. Bye.
This time, whatever it was is right out of the shadows. The heavy swing starts moving with proper force, way too heavy for the wind to move them.
Yeah,
According
those
to
are
Moses,
those are metal.
right then he decides he's seen enough and absolutely legs it before he brings something nasty home with him. But what do you reckon? Did he stumble on a real ghost? Or did he just overreact both times?
I don't
Let
think
us
so.
know.
I reckon that I'm gonna give that an 8 because the second clip was a lot more convincing to me. I feel like the first clip, it was definitely a pale face. The eyes almost looked sunken in, or like you could see there was something there. Could it have just been just like a random like human, like eavesdropping on their park adventure? But I don't know. It literally looked very alien-like. Like there wasn't any hair, no nothing. But also it kind of looked like it kind of peeked out at the top, like a bit higher than a normal human would stand. But I rest my case with my 8. So let's move on to the next one. This is just gonna be a video of videos I've seen. So far, we're doing pretty good.
Number 4. Curiosity chilled the cat. TikToker Galga_Peach is lying in bed one night when she spots her cat staring out of the window. Standard cat behaviour, right? She even thought it was a bit cute, like it was standing guard. But then she realises something is off. She grabs her phone to catch whatever caught its eye, and bloody hell, this one will freak you right out.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen this one.
I see the eyes.
Now, you're probably thinking,
An animal?
big deal, just some glowing eyes in the dark. But what I haven't told you yet is that she wasn't downstairs, she was upstairs. So unless just some random bloke stood on a massive ladder just to peer into her bedroom,
Amazing.
how freaking tall is whatever is lurking out there? Plus, look at the cat.
Oh yeah,
It's not
he
doing
perks
the
up.
playful tail flickering thing. It's proper tense, like it can sense something that put it on absolutely high alert. But what do you reckon was staring back at her that night?
I was gonna say an owl or a bat. Wait. I was gonna say maybe the reflection, but if it was a reflection, the cat would have turned and we would have seen the reflection of the eyes. But I'm gonna give that a 6. I'll give that a 6. I'm gonna give that a 6. Next.
3. Gulp Fiction. The video you're about to watch was posted on the True Cryptozoology subreddit by a user known as Whole Negotiation 1843.
Yeah.
And it's been causing a bit of an argument online ever since. Apparently, it was filmed by a fisherman somewhere in Thailand, and whatever ends up on camera isn't something you expect to see on a normal day out on the water. Have a look.
Oh, I've seen this too. It's like a giant fish thing.
The first thing people noticed was the shape of it.
Did he fall in?
It doesn't quite look like any animal you can easily point to. The body seems long and swollen, almost like it's bloated, and what looks like ridges or even exposed ribs running along its side. And then there's the head. Some viewers reckon it looks almost like a hog, but attached to something with the movement and posture of a crocodile, which is already a slightly concerning combination. As it moves through the water, you can almost make out what appears to be a wide mouth lined with thin, needle-like teeth. Not exactly something you'd want getting any closer to the boat. Now, depending on who you ask, there's a few explanations being thrown around. Some people believe it could be a real animal, just heavily decomposed or distorted in the water, giving that unnatural appearance. And then of course, there are those who are convinced that might be something we simply haven't properly identified yet, which is where things start to get a bit more interesting. A few viewers even compared it to the Gulper from Fallout, which probably isn't the most comforting reference. But what do you think? Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments.
That looked like a giant axolotl. The fact that bro fell in with this, my thing is maybe it's like somebody, I don't know, wearing a weird hat underwater. It didn't look like that was the end of the creature. It looked like it went under the water as well and then back too. I'm gonna give that a 3. I think it's just some weird animal. And if it's not like a normal animal, maybe it's like a gene mutated animal. But I don't think it's paranormal. It's just a weird fish. Next.
Number 2, the late Nate. Nate lives alone with his dog.
No! I was like, why are we only halfway through the video and this is the second one? It's this one. We'll watch it, whatever.
Usually just chilling in the front room on his days off.
And I think I've seen this one too.
Until one afternoon, when he hears heavy footsteps running straight down his stairs. Proper spooked, he grabs his phone, waiting to see if whatever it was runs back up. But instead of catching
I already know what I'm
something
gonna give this.
he accidentally records the very start of what would later become his worst nightmare. Take a look.
Guys, something was just walking down the stairs. I'm just sitting here having my coffee, watching the couple flights from last night that I missed. The dog's down here with me, of course. And I heard walking down the first set of stairs down to this landing. Nobody there. It sounded like it walked down this step, down this set to this landing, and then stopped at that landing. But when I looked up, of course there was nothing there. Christ. Please tell me you guys heard that.
We did.
It sounded like running or running up the stairs, running down the stairs. I don't know.
Running up that hill.
It was one of them. What do you want?
Oh, I heard it.
Guys, I'm telling you, until you experience something for yourself, there's no
He
way
sounds
to
scared.
put into words that feeling inside you, in your gut, like in your deep in your gut.
Did you catch it? People in the comments section noticed some
Right there.
disturbing details that even Nate didn't take note of. Watch it again slowly,
Turn the lights
just
on.
as the video begins.
Nobody there.
Yeah.
Nobody there.
While he was busy trying to get the entity to move again, some keen-eared followers pointed out a faint voice saying, "Hey," almost as though it wanted to introduce itself to him. Also, just as he pans the camera away from the stairs, you can hear the footsteps running up. Then,
Sorry,
a
I'll
voice
stop
was
messing
heard
with the
saying,
magnets.
"You," when he asked, "What do you want?"
Ain't that the most ominous shit
What do you
ever?
want?
Nah. It sounds
But that
British.
wasn't even the scariest part.
Yeah.
At this point, you might assume that he packed his things and moved out of
Assume.
the house. However,
Shit.
because Nate didn't pick these subtle, sinister cues, he stayed put. But what he captured the next day was too in your face to miss. Take a look.
Okay. I was upstairs getting dressed. And heard what sounded like a child running. Or it sounded like a kid playing. Like running and laughing. And she's right there. What do you hear? What is it? Hey. Mama. Where is it?
The dog is, like, freaked out. Nah, see, if I had a pet and it started
She's
doing this
looking at
shit,
the couch. Okay.
I'm moving out of the house. Oop, I took my mic off. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
That scared the bejesus
Fuck.
out of me.
According to Nate, the reason he picked up
Wow.
his phone to record was that he heard
got
what
some
sounded like a
views.
child running and laughing around the house. But while he was explaining what had happened, a ball mysteriously rolled out from the dark like a scene from a horror movie. Only this time, it's all too real for Nate to ignore. How could the ball have rolled across the room with no one
The
else in
dog.
the house but him and the dog?
The dog.
Obviously, the dog wasn't even sitting where the ball came from.
There's a ball
Nor
right there.
was it possible for him to throw it off camera
I'm up here at the cemetery. I had
Yeah,
quite a few
homeboy
people
works at the
suggest
cemetery. That's his
laying
issue.
something out before I leave and seeing if the prints show up. So last night before I left some drying, absorbing compound down. So I wanted to
That's smart.
start filming as soon as I arrive.
I like how
And
he used something different than
see
baby
if there's
powder.
anything on the drying compound that I left. Good morning.
I like how he says good morning, like if there is an entity there.
What the f is that? Oh, that's a bone. Okay, there's some shit in there. There's some shit in there. What the fuck? Holy shit, it worked.
He sounds like genuine, like he didn't set this up.
What the fuck is... Oh no. I don't know if that's like... Let me see. So there's my hand in comparison. That's like three... Looks like three... I don't know what those are. Holy shit. And a fucking bone. Like, what is the bone? I kinda don't want to touch it.
Touch it, touch it. He picks it up.
Doo-doo.
I wonder what bone it goes to. I would
He
like
reported
bring that
stopping
to
posting videos about the place after this one, and presumably moved to another house. After all, wouldn't we all? Number 1. Nobel Prize.
So, like before it even started, I've seen this guy a couple of times. Really love those clips. Really seems genuine, and I've seen like all of the TikTok clips, all of the clips compiled together. So I've got the whole story. I think that was just like 2, and I think there's 2 additional ones maybe. But he gets a 10 on the scale. And I feel like every time I see this video, I always rank it either a 9 or a 10. That's because it truly is a 9 or a 10. But let's see the first one. Hopefully I haven't seen. Otherwise, this is a video of things that I've legitimately seen.
This video comes from a paranormal investigation carried out by the duo Phil and Jeff, which they posted on their YouTube channel, Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations. But before we get
Phil
into
and
the
Jeff,
terrifying
I
footage,
feel like
you need to understand the place this was filmed in. Inglefield
Lock
Hall
in.
isn't just some random old building.
Okay.
It's been around since 1880, and
It's haunted.
over the years, it's been just about everything. It started off as a temperance coffee tavern, basically a place designed to keep workers away from alcohol while they were building nearby facilities. No drinking, no smoking, just tea, coffee, and good behaviour.
Oh.
Which, depending on who you ask, already sounds a bit haunting. Later on, it became a full hotel. Then, during the wars, it was used as a shelter, even functioning as a school for children who had to be relocated. And that's where things start to get a bit more unsettling. Because over the years, people working and visiting the building have reported the same kinds of things again and again. Footsteps when no one's around, voices in empty rooms, shadowy figures moving through the halls. Multiple people have claimed there's something in one of the upstairs rooms, supposedly hiding in a cupboard.
I've seen
There are even
this!
reports of an old woman being seen wandering the upper floors. And,
Oi.
oddly enough, what sounds like a cat darting through the building.
Oi.
No one's ever seen the cat, they just hear it, which somehow makes it worse. Now, all of that might sound like your typical old building creepy story situation, until you hear it from someone who actually runs the place. Take a look at this.
There are many claims of paranormal activity.
I
Footsteps, voices, shadow figures, and a spirit cat.
I think one of the first videos I did, or it was like literally last year. Anyways, it was a while ago. I think I saw a clip of his and I was like, oh yeah, this seems, I think I ranked it high. I've seen their investigations, girl. They're long, drawn out, and most of the time have like little to no paranormal evidence. But no hate, no hate. We're gonna watch this one. I'm gonna refresh my mind.
Yes. Apparently. Yeah. So, what have you heard?
So I myself have never actually seen it or felt anything. A lot of volunteers or workers have told me that they've felt something or they've seen something. Majority up in the wardrobe.
My social anxiety, I could never just like hold the microphone like this.
I've been told by numerous volunteers and members of staff that they often hear like an old lady talk, like making noises or talking to them up there. A couple of them have said that they've heard things when we've done move-arounds, and I don't know. People have said to me that feels like it's being disturbed.
Okay.
Up in room 3, which is one of our meeting rooms up there, there's a small cupboard in the corner, and I've been told by numerous people that they've heard noises coming from that cupboard.
So, with all that in mind,
Okay.
paranormal investigators
Noises
Jeff and Phil
and
decided
cupboards.
to spend the night inside Inglefield Hall to see if any of these claims could actually be backed up.
I've
And
seen
at
this.
first, not much happened. The usual setup, a few noises here and there, nothing you couldn't explain away. But then, while asking questions in one of the rooms, they captured something. Have a listen.
Okay.
Can you make another noise for us, please?
Oh, I heard that.
An EVP of a child's voice is received saying, "Mummy." Here is the audio enhanced.
Not the Ghost Adventures editing. It is creepy though.
If you listen closely, you can hear what sounds like a child's voice saying, "Mummy." Now remember, this building was once used to house children during the war, so if that really is a voice, it lines up a little too well with the unsettling history of the place.
Wait, what war?
Still, an audio
Did I
clip
blink
on its
out? There were
own
like
isn't
5
exactly
wars.
proof of anything. It could have been interference, background noise, your brain filling in the gaps. But then things start getting harder to explain. At one point during the investigation, a door in one of the upstairs rooms suddenly opens and closes by itself. Now, normally you chalk that up to a draft. Except in this case, every window in the building was shut, no airflow, no vents, nothing. And more importantly, bells were hanging right near the doorway, specifically set up to detect movement. If there was any sort of breeze strong enough to move that door, those bells should have been swinging, but they weren't. They stayed completely still. Take a look.
Alright, let's take a look.
For no other reason to find out more about the history of this place. And I think that's something you can probably help us with. There's definite knocking.
Sounds like
Please come into this room.
footsteps to me.
Now, it's quite windy tonight. So if you'd like to make yourself known to me, I can hear you knocking.
Where's that coming from?
I don't know, it's
I thought it
around.
was behind me. Whilst
Could
Phil and I are on the ground floor,
it be
the door to room 3 opens and
them?
closes by itself.
Again.
Inside room 3, our static cam is pointing in the direction of the small cupboard where a young child is believed to hide, and the door is out of frame, but we can rule out any natural causes for what has taken place. The building's windows are all closed and are completely double glazed. The curtains in this room are pulled across so there is no wind or air moving within the room. Also, if it was an air draft, these bells on the string in the middle of the room would move or start to swing, but as you can see, they are completely still.
So now you've got a voice and
Okay.
a door moving on its own in a sealed room. At this point, things are starting to build, but interestingly, the night itself remains fairly quiet overall. Just occasional moments that don't quite add up. But then, right towards the end of the investigation, they captured this.
Didn't they catch like a shadow? Oh, alright, that's good. Kind of like
Down the far corridor,
faded.
a full shadow figure can be seen moving across the hallway. And what makes this one stand out is the fact that it was caught on a static camera with absolutely no one nearby at the time it was caught. With all they've caught so far, one might begin to think that there might be some truth to the stories about the Inglefield Hall. Did Jeff and Phil really manage to capture something that's been there for a very long time? Or what if it's left that hole now? What if it followed you right through the screen, and it's just waiting for your lights to go off tonight?
Bitch, don't say that.
Sleep tight, mate.
No.
Physically abusive home situation.
No. 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 I didn't like that. That gave me goosebumps. I've got goose pimples. What was I gonna give it? I was gonna give that a 7. Quite literally only because of the shadow figure. Everything else, the voice, that was okay. The door opening, who's to say, it would have been better for them to do like a side-by-side of where they were at that point with timestamp and when the door opened, because it literally looked like somebody may have just like opened it and then closed it. It didn't look ghostly. You know how it like slowly opens? Also, come on guys, put a camera like either in front of the door or in that room pointed towards the door. I don't know. But also they couldn't have expected that to happen. So that's why I give it a 7. What would you rank it? Comment down below. This was a video full of videos I've seen. These were like, it was almost like a bracket, like of the videos that I've seen, which ones were the best. And I have to say the one with the graveyard, that one was good. That one was good. The graveyard working guy. And then what else? Which other one? The one at the park. And then it'd be the shirt pulling one, the Inglefield investigation, the feisty blinders, and the curiosity chilled the cat. But while you're down there commenting, click all the buttons, you know what to do. And I hope you guys have a good day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world viewing this, and peace.